My main everyday carry blade is, well, it's very expensive. It's a Benchmade knife, and it costs quite a bit. From when I got it, it was $159, so it's an expensive blade. So this is the blade I treasure the most, and I will not do any pounding with this. I won't get any nails with this. Now, I have this knife for doing that, and I'm going to fix the autofocus for you guys. So this is a Kershaw knife. I don't know the steel on this one, but it's a good beat up. You can see the blade's scratched up. This is actually starting to wobble. I've had this for about 2 years, I want to say. So quite a long time. But this is just my favorite knife I've owned so far. And it's S30V steel, so it's the high-end steel, where a lot of people use these on custom knives. So there's a reason it costs so much. And for the locking system, it is extremely nice how smooth it is. I had this blade for just a brief amount of time. I was using it every day. And here's what I'll say. Don't waste your money on this. If you're gonna buy a knife, go with this Kershaw. It is by far superior, and well, it won't let you down. This, however, the steel doesn't go all the way through, as you can see right here. It's just a little locking system on the back, and it's very stiff. And what I'll show you is it actually takes a big flick, even that didn't open it, where this is just the slightest touch and it opens. So now you'll have to check to see if this is legal in your state or country, because, well, where I live, it's legal. So that's my tool, or my knife I use with this. And they are lovely tools. But I'll show you all of these over here. Alright, so right here we have one of my very first knives. And I actually still like this knife today. It really holds up, and so far I have not found it to fail me. These have popped out, but that was 7 years ago I got this. So it's a really long time. It's got a really long pocket clip, and I really recommend this. This is the Extreme Ops. So if you have a kid for their first knife, I'd get this. And it comes very sharp, like all knives should. And then we have a Costco special here. I do not like this knife at all. I refuse to take this out anywhere. So I won't show much of that. But I still use this knife today. I gave it a nice polish. I don't know if I did a video on this. I think I did. You can go back and watch those if there is a video. But these are razor sharp. Got this for just $1. It's an old Remington, and then a super old World War I, I believe, maybe II, and Gerber. Actually carry this on my medical bag. I'll have video on that in the future too. And my Husky. And if I'm not carrying the Husky, I'll carry just this regular box cutter. but to be honest, I think I've only taken this out once, so I can't recommend it because I don't know much about this. So if you guys have cash on you, lots of it, I recommend getting this knife. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to find this exact knife. They make bigger and smaller versions of this, but if you don't have a lot, just go with the Kershaw. This is just an awesome knife. I will also put a link to this in the description. I believe it's the Speed Safe or Speed Light. I forget. But from what I know, it's a high carbon steel. Is this say right here? That might be the steel, 1970. I'm not familiar with that steel though, if that's what that is. But what I carry around here sometimes, just to pry stuff, is a big boot knife. 19 bucks for this one too. Maybe you can get it cheaper nowadays. I don't know. It's single bladed. I've bent the tip just messing around with it, throwing it. That's why I can go around my finger, not slice my finger open. And it comes with a nice sheath. Now, it looks a lot better when you first get it. And this was outside for about 3 months this winter. Same with this. So it's held up really well, surprisingly. So I do partially recommend this. So next video, I have a special treat for you guys. But first, I want to show you guys something new. Alright, just give me a quick second and I will attach this lens really quick, if I can do so. Alright. No? Here we go. Alright, so let's see. I gotta walk over and get it. I recently got a brand new lens, and actually I did most of this video with it. And if you guys know cameras, I'll tell you what I was on. I was on ISO 100, which is the lowest my camera goes to, shutter speed of 400, and aperture of 1.8. So this lens is amazing. It really makes things brighter. It's the size of my thumb, actually slightly smaller. And I don't have any measurement tool around me, but this thing is just amazing. It's 50 millimeter. Lens I have currently is 18 to 55 with aperture of 3.5 at 18 millimeter, and I think it's 5.6 at the 55 millimeter. So I was thinking about getting the ultra wide angle Canon, the 10 to 18 millimeter, but the aperture is the exact same, so I can't give you guys a good blur like I can with this one, and I can't make it as bright without upping the ISO, which if you guys are camera people, you would know what I'm talking about. You don't want your ISO to be high. So next video, let's talk about that really quick. We are going to be, I can't show you guys, we're going to be looking at my flashlight with the battery I use. And I carry 2 batteries on me, fully charged at all times, and I have an AR mount I will show you guys along too. So watch for that video. I'll probably be posting it on the next one, so look out for that, and I will see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. Alright, so guys, I forgot to mention one knife, and this was one of my favorites for a very long time. I believe it's the Creek well, I forget the name of this, or the brand. Link will be in the description, but this is what I want to show you. In order to get this over, you have to pull this, push this over. So it's a big pain to have to here, then over here to undo the knife. But because it annoyed me so much, here's what I did. I bypassed it and it works perfect. Now, not going to be as sturdy, but well, it actually hurt my hand to have to go here all the way to here, because this puts a lot of pressure on my finger right here. So as you can see right there, my finger has a dent mark on my pointer finger just from doing it once. So all I did was disassembled my knife, and I forget where I did it, but I basically took my multi-tool, bent it back, a little flap that would, so right here, there's the flap right inside here. So all I did was flattened it, because it used to be that little shiny point right there. It used to be you have to undo it, push it over, and fold. But now it is one of my favorite knives, and it is super strong. It's got very good grip here, and if you were to do reverse, so link is in the description if you guys want to see this knife. And I don't know if they make it, but if they make one without this, just go ahead and get that. These little safety stuff, they just drive me nuts. So that's a little glimpse of what I forgot. I already walked inside, took care of everything, but I found one more knife, and I will probably find many more.